Hey, what is up, everybody? Happy Monday, maybe? Sunday? Anyway, in this video, I'm going to tell you I found it to be a massive lever in my copywriting abilities. So, uh, like most people, I think I really wanted to learn every single thing there was to know about copywriting before I started, really putting myself out there and trying to ask for higher fees and stuff like that, right? Because the truth is, it came down to confidence in myself. And your clients can always tell if you're confident in yourself too, by the way. Even, that's why, literally where the word con man came from is like a confidence man or something like that. But so, the thing is, I just never had the confidence in myself, and I was like, why is that? Like, you can, I thought I did like a thought experiment to myself, and I was like, the most confident people are these so quote unquote like A-list copywriters, right? And I was like, why are they confident? Well, they've had massive wins, and they've made their clients millions, tens, hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe even billions. And obviously, getting to that high of an experience level would give you confidence, right? But then, I followed, like, I just followed every single copywriter out there. And I noticed a lot of them, they went to the same emotional like, swings. Like, sometimes they're way up, like, oh, I'm the best. And then they're like, oh, no, I'm the worst. Like, I'm a fraud, like this imposter syndrome. And I was like, well, how can that be? Like, how can they feel the same way as me, even though they've been at this for so long? And then I was just like, you know what? I guess being confident in yourself it's actually just a choice. And believing in your ability to get results, it's not based on, whether you've gotten crazy results. It's actually based on your ability to think and problem solve. And, if you're watching this, I assume you've been studying copywriting for a very long time, like me, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe you're brand new. But for me, I was like, I have hundreds of books here on marketing, copywriting, sales, mindset, business. And I was like, I was always consuming information, like consuming. Like, I have to know everything before I take action. And then again, I was just like, wait, but these A-list guys are way up here, and I'm like down here somewhere. And I wasn't putting myself out there when I know I should. Like, I've gotten people good results, but it's like, well, I'm just wasn't confident, right? And the biggest thing was just thinking, like, wait, like, I just stopped. For one, I just stopped consuming information because I'd always be listening to business podcasts, reading business books, watching business videos, and this is what I did like all the time while I was working. And then I was just like, well, like, I think I've learned enough. Like, you start hearing the same thing from like the same people, and especially in copywriting, like, eventually you get to a point where you're like, I've heard it all, and it's like, well, how come I'm still not, where I want to be? And it's like, I just realized it's like, oh yeah, it's your mindset, right? And it's really comes back to your ability to have confidence in your own like capabilities of getting results for people. And like, that's almost it. That's like really the big thing. And it's like, it's actually something you can just manufacture, because if you think about it, the thing that holds people back, especially in sales, especially in copywriting and business, is like the idea of like, what if it doesn't work? And like, I'll look bad, or people think I'm stupid, or I'll get a bad reputation if, I charge this high fee and then it doesn't work. And like, oh, the world will just like end. And this is so common, but like the fact is, like, we don't live in 1980 anymore, where if you were going to do a direct marketing advertising campaign, you would have to spend like thousands of dollars just to test a sales letter. Now we're on social media, like, we can just run a couple $100 to a Facebook ads or whatever to your sales page and see what the conversions are, like, spend, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000 in this, and if it converts, great. Keep doing it and just keep going. But if it doesn't, you can just look at the data and the numbers and say, okay, well, maybe it's the offer or the headline, and just tweak it. So I realized, like I was getting in my own way when it came to writing, and I was always wondering, like, what if it doesn't work? And then once I stopped, I started like, it's weird. I just like turned off that part of my brain, and I would just like write without editing like without thinking about other like formulas or frameworks or stuff like that. And I just write. I just think of the person, like, whatever they're. If it's okay, let's use a fitness for example. Say it's New Year's resolution time, and I just imagine the person who's like about to buy this course. Like what are they thinking? Because like it's pretty universal. Like oh, I got to get back in shape, but it's gonna hurt and it's gonna suck. Duh, do I really want to do this? And they're probably like really down on themselves. And I would just picture that person, and I would just like write to that one person without even questioning what I'm saying or without filtering myself. And I would just the copy would just come like right out. Like there would be no hesitation between like thinking of the person and writing. And like I found like the least resistance I had between like brain to screen and writing, the faster and better my copy became. Again, I stopped worrying about like, is this going to work or is this not going to work? And I just only thought like, where are they now and where do they want to be? And that's how I wrote. And it's not like a weird thing that I just can't teach people how to do. It's just oftentimes we're just in our own way too much. So we're like, oh, like we think if you say I write a video sales letter and it doesn't work, that makes me a bad copywriter. And the simple fact is it doesn't. That's actually feedback from the market, which is good. And you can just set up the proper expectations with your clients that, hey, like this is like I think this will work, but if it doesn't, like we can just make it work. And that's how you win. That's how you make huge wins. Like the biggest thing I always had like going against me is that I thought it had to be perfect the first time. And like maybe that's something that we learn from school. Maybe it probably is from something we learn from school, like failing tests. Nobody wants to do that, right? But yeah, you just got to turn off that editing part of your brain, turn off the writing part of your brain, and just like for copy, just talk to the person, your client, your prospect, ideal, whatever, or your avatar, whatever you want to call it, and just talk to them. And then you can go back and edit it to make sure that it's like legal and it makes sense and stuff. But yeah, for me, that made copywriting so much easier. Stop thinking about like everything I've learned. I just like stop thinking about it. And yeah. So anyway, hopefully you got something out of this rambly video. I have some stuff to do and copy to write. And all right. Anyhow, let me know if you like this, if you got something out of it, and I'll talk to you soon.